Hey everyone, I thought it'd be fun to showcase stuff that we buy over the counter from the public on a typical day here at Minot Coin and Bullion. All the stuff you're going to see in today's video all came across the counter from the public in one day. And it was a Monday. You know, Monday, for whatever reason, is a day where we tend to buy a lot of stuff from the public. It's probably one of our busiest buying days is on a Monday. So I'll kind of let the images do the talking, but I will pick some up just to showcase them. The first one here, this is an 1897 O Maumee Valley Collection MS62 Morgan silver dollar. I don't know if the camera is going to do it justice here, but it's got some beautiful purples and blues in the fields here. For those of you who don't know, an 1897 O is a semi-key date in higher grades, and this coin, gray sheet, which is the dealer-to-dealer guide, wholesale price is $1,500. So this is the nicest Morgan we have on hand at the moment in terms of price, most expensive, but it's a beautiful piece, and it just walked in, so very cool. And then as you can see on the tray here, we have a bunch of uncirculated in capsules Morgan silver dollars. Here's an 1879 S, brilliant uncirculated Morgan silver dollar. Here's an 1888. This is a Philadelphia Morgan silver dollar, but a great mix of dates and mint marks. And there's actually more. I just didn't have enough room to not overlap these. But all of these were purchased from two different individuals that came in with estates today. Yeah, but we have beautiful encapsulated, brilliant uncirculated Morgan silver dollars. So for your collectors, if you're looking for certain dates or mint mark combinations, give us a shout. We might have it. But we got a nice variety here, and this is just kind of scratching the surface. We do have a lot of Morgan silver dollars on hand. So, but yeah, all those were picked up just in one day here at Minot Coin and Bullion. Next, and I realize the orientation of this tray is off, but the American Silver Eagles. More people are selling American Silver Eagles to us than we are selling to the public right now. Part of that is American Silver Eagle premiums have went up quite a bit. Retail premiums are now well over $5 per ounce. I'm at $5.25. You could look at some other online retailers, and there's some that are $6, $7, $8 over spot even. But we got a good mix of dates of American Silver Eagles here, you know, from the 2000 teens, the early 2000s, the 1990s. But all these came in today, and they were already all in capsules, so they're nicely protected. Some are starting to tone, whether or not you like that type of toning or not, but and some are still blast white and look really good. So we've got a lot of uncirculated American Silver Eagles in different dates on hand, and not only encapsulated ones, but we bought two rolls of American Silver Eagles too. Both of these rolls are 2007 American Silver Eagles. And what else do we buy here? We also bought a little bit, now I'm touching these and handling these because these are impaired. Somebody else had already touched them, and they have kind of a frosty appearance and some scuffs and scratches. I don't know if you can see. Now it has a dent. I'm just kidding. But there's some minor scratches on the back of this one above the 13 stars above the eagle there, below the word states. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. But because these are impaired, I buy them at a lesser price, and I sell them for a lesser price. So if you're watching this video now, I had a flash sale on these Tuesday, April 30th, where you could buy impaired American Silver Eagles just like this for 30 bucks. So if you missed out on that flash sale and want to get notified when we have flash sales, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell, select all, so whenever we put out a video, you'll get notified. Also, feel free to like, comment, and share this video if you like what you see so far. But yeah, we picked up all these impaired American Silver Eagles over the counter. So that's kind of, I believe, oh, no, here's one more hiding. We bought this from someone too. It was on a different tray. It's in kind of a grubby capsule, but it's a brilliant uncirculated 1993 American Silver Eagle. So yeah, all of these waltzed in one day. Pretty good variety. Here's another tray, and I'll take some things off here and kind of get it organized so I can showcase this a little better. But first I'll start with the jewelry. We buy jewelry almost every day here in the shop. This is a sterling silver chain with a sterling silver pendant and some kind of purplish stone. I'm not a gemologist. If you are, and you know what the heck this is, drop it down in the comments. I'm curious. My mother probably knows. She has a lot of background in jewelry and retail jewelry, and she'll probably be able to answer that question for me. I bought this beautiful piece too. This is a long, beautiful rope sterling silver chain with a pendant. This isn't for me personally, not my style, but these beautiful green stones and mounted on sterling. So a really cool piece. We do buy scrap gold and jewelry nearly every day. It's unusual if somebody doesn't come in with some kind of scrap and sell it to us. Then we have another sterling silver chain, sterling silver bracelet, another sterling silver chain. I thought this was cool and highly unusual. Once again, we had two different people, and it turns out I found out later that they were both recipients, partial recipients of an estate that was settled just a couple days ago. But each person brought in a sheet of 10 1-ounce Canadian maple leafs. These are from 2005, still on the original sheet as they came from the Royal Canadian Mint. So, but yeah, we picked up two of those sheets today. Both sheets are 2005s. Picked up a few just kind of run-of-the-mill 1921 Morgans, 1922 and 23 piece dollars. Nothing to get too excited about there, but we did pick up some proof American Silver Eagles. These are always nice, great to give as gifts. They really display well in their boxes. You can, prop them up like that in the box, and they're really nice. But yeah, we bought three actually, proof American Silver Eagles today. Also picked up this Canadian 2-ounce werewolf. Don't see these very often, so that was nice to see that come in the shop. And then a 2-ounce Canadian Kraken. And then once again, just kind of a run-of-the-mill 1921 Morgan. Pretty common. These tubes are kind of exciting. We got some pretty good looking piece dollars, mixed years, 22, 23, 24. These are going to be AU to BU quality, about uncirculated to brilliant uncirculated quality. And we got a really nice fresh looking tube of 1921 Morgans. They're all nice quality. I would consider these mint state for sure. And then these, we picked up a tube of pre-1921 Morgans. So these are going to be dated 1878 to, excuse me, 1904. Very good to very fine in terms of quality and how they would grade out. This one looks like it's been cleaned, so that one's probably lesser quality. But still, nonetheless, or nevertheless, we've got some decent pieces here. We got some old, nice silver dollars. And it's nice to have those because as I get these, they sell super quick. There's a really strong market for pre-1921 Morgan silver dollars that aren't damaged. So I know those will be good sellers. And then there's another tube here of really nice piece dollars. So I don't know what it is lately, but lately we've been fortunate to buy a lot of really nice Morgan and piece silver dollars. And then we had this tube of stuff come in. So it's more, Canadian maple leafs on top here. And these are uncirculated. So I'm being careful just touching the edges on these. And then we got some British Britannias also that came in the shop, just a handful. But more of the same, maple leafs, Britannias. So yeah, that was a pretty nice little haul on that tray that came across. This is kind of cheating. This didn't come across the counter, but this came from our wholesaler. Got a big lot of impaired silver eagles in today. In fact, there were 500. We also picked up 531 impaired Canadian maple leafs. And by the time you see this video, most are probably gone because they're going to flash sale on Tuesday, April 30th. And this video probably won't go out till May 1st. So, but anyway, we got 1996 because I pulled these aside. For those of you who don't know, 1996 is the key date for the American Silver Eagle. Just so happens that it's my graduation year as well. So kind of easy for me to remember that one. So, but yeah, I won't lay all these out because it's kind of, you get the idea. But yeah, we have 16, I guess I will. We have 16 American Silver Eagles impaired from 1996. So it'll be a nice addition to someone's collection because that is one of the key dates of the series. And because these are impaired, you'll be able to pick these up cheaper. A typical 1996 American Silver Eagle could sell anywhere from $50 to $75. So the fact that we have some impaired ones, somebody can fill a hole in their collection for cheap. So the day wouldn't be complete in buying from the public without buying Eisenhower dollars. We go through a lot of these. There is surprisingly a very big demand for these. We sell these retail for $2 a piece. I typically buy them for $1.10 to $1.25 from the public. And full disclosure, I do have some regulars that buy those frequently in the shop, and I sell them to them for $1.50. So always on the lookout for Ike dollars because they do move well. Picked up some 80% silver. These are some Canadian half dollars, some Canadian quarters. I don't know if you've ever seen a Canadian 80% silver half dollar, but they look just like that. Kind of hard to tell in this one because it's toned, but they really do have really nice artwork. Maybe this one's better. Picked up some 40% Kennedys. There's another one. Here's a big foreign silver coin that we picked up from the Netherlands from 1940. And then no date Buffalo nickels. No buying day would be complete either without us buying no date Buffalo nickels. Here's some steel cents, and then there's some dated Buffalo nickels. But what do I do with no date Buffalo nickels? Well, I buy them from the public for 6 cents, and then I put them in my free bin and give them away. That's what we do with these. So once the date's worn off, there's no chance that there's collector value because we don't know what year it's from. There is a procedure you can do to restore the date using an acid treatment. But once you do that, it alters the surface of the coin and also renders it not really collectible. So yes, we got a fair amount of Buffalo nickels there. And then here's some more stuff that we bought. Some war nickels. These are made of 35% silver. These are honestly one of the cheapest ways to stack silver is to buy these 35% silver war nickels from 1942 to 1945. Now, not all 1942s are made of silver. The way you can tell if your nickel is made of silver, on the reverse, boy, try to get this in focus here. On the reverse above the Monticello, there's a mint mark. Only the silver ones have a mint mark above the Monticello or Monticello, depending on how you pronounce it. So that's how you can tell if your nickels are 35% silver. But these typically are sold at either a slightly lower than melt price premium or slightly higher than melt price. I sell them at melt in my shop. So you can buy silver at melt every single day from me by buying these 35% silver war nickels. Another thing we sell at melt also was on this previous tray, 40% silver halves. That truly is the cheapest premium silver you can pick up right now. So, and then you can see on the tray too, we picked up, some not as nice as the first tray, pre-1921 Morgans, some peace dollars and some more Morgan dollars, and then a fair amount of 90% silver in dimes, quarters, and halves. So, excuse me. But yeah, kind of a typical buying day, I guess you could say. Oh, we do have a couple painted quarters here. I just had a request from one of my customers if we had any painted quarters to let him know. So, Jeff, I'm putting these aside for you. And then lastly, it's almost comical because literally every day I get somebody in here asking, what are my wheat pennies worth? Well, short answer, probably not very much, but we did buy almost 800 wheat cents across the counter today as well. So we always have a good supply of these on hand, usually in the 10,000s. But yeah, that's kind of gives you an overview of the typical things we buy in the shop. Almost every day there's 90% silver, wheat pennies, silver dollars, and bullion, whether it be, British Britannias, Canadian Maple Leafs, or American Silver Eagles. One thing we didn't buy any of today was silver bars. Nobody sold us a silver bar today, which is a little bit unusual too. Oftentimes we're buying kilo bars, 100-ounce bars, 10-ounce bars, 5-ounce bars, even 1-ounce bars from the public, but just, and we didn't buy any silver rounds today either. It was all government issued silver. So it was an interesting day to say the least, but I would call it a typical day in terms of what we bought across the counter. So what was your favorite piece that I showed off today? What are you stacking? Is there anything in here that, had it been yours, there's no way you would have sold it? Drop it down in the comments. I'm curious to know. I know for me, unless I really needed the money, I wouldn't have sold this. This is definitely an upgrade for my 1897 O and my own personal collection of Morgans. So this may be a keeper, at least in the family, but we will see. But yeah, if you saw anything in the video you have questions about or had prices, you can drop that down in the comments as well, or you can get a hold of me through email or via text. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. One last quick blip. If you've watched this far, bless you. Our website is getting closer than ever to launching. It's looking like it's going to be sometime in May. I know that's very vague and it keeps getting pushed out further and further, but I keep repeating back the information I'm getting from our web developer, and there's been some delays. We want to make sure it's right before it launches for everybody, so be sure to watch for that, and I will post it on my YouTube channel, probably in the community tab section, and I'll probably do a video about it as well once we're up and running. But I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much. Have a great day.